Hi friends, thank you so much for coming back to craft with me today, and welcome if you are new to my channel. My name is Alyssa, and today I'm going to be making this fun little interactive mini album or treat album, and I call it a treat album because you can put small gifts or treats inside. So let's go ahead and flip through this. For this mini album, I did use the Pastel Dreams paper pad here from the Paper Boutique, and I got this on orientaltrading.com. So here's my cover. I just did a little bit of collaging here. I have this cute little butterfly and it says "So Magical." And let's flip this open and you can see I have a side pocket here. So I just have some writing space. It says "Reach for the Stars." And then this is my little journaling card in the pocket. And then over on this side, this little ephemera piece is actually a tuck spot. So I just have this smaller cut apart, "Spread your wings and fly," tucked underneath. And then this is a pocket here. So you can see there is some depth to it. So you could fit something a little bit bulkier inside of this pocket. So this is just a little 3x4 mini album that I did a tutorial on a while back, and it fit perfectly inside and I thought it was so cute. So I just stuck that in there, and this part flips open. So I just have some more writing space here, and I've washi taped this little cut apart that says "You are capable of amazing things." And you could also stick photos in here if you want to do that. And then we'll just turn the page here. And I just have some more space here. You could write a little note. And I have another pocket over here. And I just stuck this little sequin mix in there. So that's my little gift that I stuck in this album. And then there's also a side pocket here in the very back. So this is just something I made with my scraps. That is everything for this fun little mini album. So whether you're gifting it to somebody or you're using it for your own memory keeping purposes, you have these two bigger pockets where you can put bulkier items or just multiple flat items. And this is just such a fun little album to make. So go ahead and grab some paper and we can create one of these together. For my album today, I'm going to be using this paper pad here by Jen Hadfield, and it's called Hey Hello. And I actually found this at a store called Ollie's, and it was $4.99. So for that price, I had to purchase this. And so we're going to start with the cover first, because that's the easy one. So for the cover, I just have a sheet of paper that is 8 inches across by 5¼ tall. And I'm just going to flip it over this way. And we're going to score at the 8-inch side here just at 3 3/4 and 4¼ So there's 3 3/4 and here's 4¼ And that's just going to be our spine. So I'm going to fold these over. And how bright and springy is this paper? I just love it. So that's it for our cover. And now we're going to create the inside page. So for this, we're just going to need a paper that's 10 3/4 inch wide by 5 inches tall. And once again, I'm going to flip mine over to the blank side here, and I'm just going to hold it on the 10 3/4 inch side, and we're going to score at 3½, 7, and 7¼ So there's 3½, 7, and 7¼ So this is what it's going to look like. And now I'm going to just hold it with the pattern side facing me. And I'm just going to fold over my score lines. So over here, we're going to have that little 1/4 inch spine. And then this last panel over here, I'm just going to fold in like this. And then I'm going to bring back my album here. So let's just open that up. And we're just going to take this sheet that we just scored, and just this section here is going to be glued to our back inside cover there. And that's going to be where I have my side pocket in the very back. So I'm just going to start by doing that. So I'm just going to fold this part over. And I'm just going to glue on 3 sides here. And I'm going to place that right onto this panel. And so you can see too that I left just a slight bit of space in between the spine and this page here. Okay, and then we're going to have this little 1/4 inch spine there. So that's what we want. And then this sheet, we're actually going to fold back this way. So now we're going to have this part that opens up. You could also just turn this into a pocket if you wanted to, but I like having the flip out page there, and then it's just going to flip over like that. So that's how it's going to look, and that part is all set. So I'm just going to set the album aside for now, and we can start making the 2 little pockets on the inside. So for the pockets, we're just going to need 2 sheets of paper, and they're going to be 4.5 inches across by 3 inches tall. So these are very busy prints, but I'm just going to flip mine over. And at the 4.5 inch side, we're just going to make these scores of 1/4 inch and 1/2 inch, and then 4 and 4 1/4. And then we're going to turn it to the 3 inch side, and we're just going to score at 1/4 inch and 1/2 inch. So let me just make sure there's not a real direction to this, but I'm just going to turn it this way and score at 1/4 inch and 1/2 inch. And that's going to be the bottom of the pocket. So we're going to cut out these 4 little squares in each of our corners there. And just fold along your score lines. So that it looks like this. So there's a little bit more room in these pockets. And I'm just going to pop some glue at the bottom of these side tabs and just bring the bottom over top. And sometimes I just like stick my finger inside and press it like that. And that'll be one little pocket. And then we're just going to repeat that to our other sheet here. All right, so we have 2 pockets for our album now. And I'm just gonna bring this back. So one of these pockets, I'm just gonna glue right onto this page. So let's go ahead and do that first. And I'll take my bone folder as well and kind of just press down on the tabs inside the pocket. Okay, so it's gonna look like this. That'll flip open. And let's turn the page here. And I'm going to get my other pocket and just glue it onto this panel. All right, so this is what that pocket is going to look like. And just make sure everything can close up nicely. That's what it's going to look like. And that's pretty much it for the assembly of this interactive mini album. So if you did use single-sided paper like me, this is where I created that other side pocket. So I just cut out another scrap sheet here that's 3.5 by 5. And I'm just gonna glue that down to this side over here. So, I mean, you don't even have to create a pocket. You could just glue this down completely, or if you have double-sided paper, you don't even need to worry about it. But I'm just gonna create a pocket and pop this right onto this page. And then my spine there, I'm just gonna grab the little branding strip here that I have. It might be a little bit too wide. So I'm just gonna cut this down actually to 5 inches tall. And I'm just going to have to trim off a slight bit of the edge here on the long side because it is a little bit too wide. So I'm just gonna go in with my scissors. And I think this should be a good fit. So I'm just going to use this to cover up the spine area. So that is what it's going to end up looking like. And if you wanted to cover up these panels, I'm probably just going to get like journaling cards or something to cover these up. You could put a photo in here, but these just measure 3.5 by 5 inches tall each. So you can cut out whatever size sheet you want for that. And I think I'm going to go ahead and decorate now. So for my cover here, the print is already beautiful as it is. So I just want to do like a simple little label that says shine bright. And I think I just want to stick it up there. Maybe I want to use some foam tape with that actually. So I just kind of layered up the background, obviously with some scraps, but I just want a simple cover because the print is already busy and beautiful as it is. So that's probably all I'm going to do for now. And then for the inside here, I'm just going to borrow this little mini album from my other album and stick that in here. I will link the tutorial for this down below as well in case you are interested, but that will go there. And this is just a 3x4 Project Life journaling card, so perhaps I'll stick it on this side just for some extra writing space. And the paper pad that I used had a lot of nice little cut aparts. So this one here says, "I'm grateful to be your friend." And I'm going to stick that in my side pocket here. And then I'm going to just open this up. I just put together this little journaling card with a scrap paper, and this was a cut apart from the paper pad as well. And I think I'm just gonna paper clip that over here. And then this was another cut apart. I absolutely love this image. It says, "I've got your back." So I'm gonna find some washi tape to stick that on. So that's all I'm gonna do for the inside there. And then let me just flip this over. We have a few more pages left. So I have another journaling card here that says "my favorite day." And I think I'm gonna stick that in the back here. Does that stick out too much? I'll just stick it like this. Okay. And then I have this cute little tag from the paper pad that says "just for you." So I'll just stick that underneath there. And then for this pocket, I actually have some little Kit Kats I'm gonna stick in. So you could put little candy bars or things like that, little fruit snacks, pouches, or any kind of small little treat like that. So it doesn't have to be anything crafty or journal related. So I'm going to stick those two in there, and I think that's going to complete this little mini album for today. So here we have our cover again, "Shine Bright." And I hope that you all have enjoyed this tutorial. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and subscribe to my channel for more crafty fun and inspiration, and leave me a comment down below. I would love to hear from you. So thank you all so much for being here, and I will see you all very soon in my next video. Happy crafting and huge hugs!